Today, we've woke up onto the story of Arsenal shockingly thinking of selling William Saliba. Why is Arsenal thinking of selling William Saliba? You know, this is really a shocking story. It's going to surprise very many Arsenal fans all over the world because he's one of the most consistent and best performing players of Arsenal this season, best defender of Arsenal, one of the best defenders in the world in his age. Why is Arsenal contemplating on really selling William Saliba shockingly? Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Arsenal look like they've put a handbrake onto the sale of Granit Xhaka. Looks like Mikel Arteta wants to really intervene and obviously make things turn heel. That is it. And lastly, we are going to talk about Aaron Ramsdale. You know, one of his saves he made this season has been really named to compete for the best save of the season in the Premier League. We are going to let you know which save of Aaron Ramsdale has been nominated. Now, Rokani David is my name, right? And continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Let's go eyes, right? The Sun has gone ahead and we reported the following. That is Mark Elwin of The Sun, that Arsenal are ready to offer William Saliba a contract of 120 a week, but have been shocked by the demands being made by the players' representatives and are currently nowhere near reaching an agreement. The club are now working overtime to reach a compromise with William Saliba. And this is like demeaning William Saliba. You know, William Saliba came in through and is earning like £40,000 a week at Arsenal. Arsenal are willing to give him a contract of £120,000 a week. Now, why do I say it's demeaning to William Saliba? Aaron Ramsdale is earning the same amount of money, right? Martinelli is earning £187,000 a week. Thomas Partey is earning £200,000 a week. Jesus is earning £265,000 a week. Saka is earning £290,000 a week, right? Now, all of those players have gone ahead to really hint on, look like are the pivots or the integrals of the side of Arsenal. Now, for William Saliba, we all understand you can't mention the top 5 players at Arsenal and William Saliba is not among. How can you offer a deal of £120,000 a week to William Saliba? No way. You are giving Martinelli close to £200,000 a week and you don't want to give William Saliba close to £200,000 a week. That's out. I think Saliba has a point in what he's really hinging on, not to put pen to paper. That's it. They offered him this deal after the World Cup, a deal of £120,000 a week, and he said no to it. So, Saliba is standing on his ground, and because he's going ahead to put in a fantastic performance throughout the season, though he really missed out on the remaining 10 games of the season, Saliba has found himself in a situation of really having a strong point. Remember, he's left with 1 year on his contract. That's it. He's left with 1 year on his contract. Arsenal have to dance to the tunes of William Saliba. It's not that Saliba has not been performing well. He's having very many suitors looking for him, and he's putting up pressure to see to it that Arsenal gets him the amount of money that he wants. And now, after that, the same journalist in the same article in The Sun added the following, that Arsenal could be forced to sell William Saliba this summer. Sun Sport can exclusively reveal the French international's wage demands have shocked the Gunners, and Saliba only has 1 year remaining on his contract. And this is where I come out and really advise Arsenal that it's better to give William Saliba the contract he wants, then you sell him. If Arsenal believe that Saliba is really making ridiculous demands of wages, it's simple. Offer him those wages and sell him. That's it. Get Saliba in. After getting him the contract, sell him. He plays 1 more season, and then you sell him. And all I know is that Saliba is asking for like £200,000 a week. He's not asking for £300,000 a week, you know? He's asking for £200,000 a week. How can't Arsenal offer William Saliba that amount of money? Because to me, I look at it as an amount of money that you would offer to a player who has gone ahead to outperform almost every right-sided central defender in the league. You know? He's among the top 5 most valued. He's among the top 5 most valued centre-backs in the world. That is William Saliba. So, when it comes to what we are talking about, defensively good on the ball, he's a modern centre-back. So, if Arsenal believe they cannot really offer that salary, they are going to sell him on a cheap this summer. They can get like £50 million, but I understand if you offer him a contract once and give him a salary of £200,000 a week, and you feel like it's going to be effective to your wage bill, then you offer him the contract, plays 1 season, put him in the shop window, and you can get close to £100 million for William Saliba, because the likes of Real Madrid, Juventus, PSG are so much interested in getting the player, and they're willing to offer that money. Even there are Premier League clubs that can pay that money to get William Saliba. But let's flip the coin. Let's flip the coin and go on the other side of the matter. When you look at Arsenal, they found themselves in a situation of obviously being one of the most important teams in the world. And even if they go on and really get in another centre-back, maybe Mark Gowichi, if he plays well, you know, he will call in for more monies. That's it. And you have no assurance that Gowichi is going to hit the standards of William Saliba. That's it. So, if at all Arsenal are really contemplating on really selling William Saliba, I think that's a move in the wrong direction. You don't have to lose your best players. That's it. You have to keep your best players on the field of play. And when you look at Saliba, he has been one of the best players on the field of play for Arsenal. And if Arsenal want to go on and really compete with the likes of City, they have to continue to keep their best players on the field of play. Now, after William Saliba, let's stride our studs to this story that has been reported by The Kicker. They've told us that Arsenal have not yet sanctioned the exit of Granit Xhaka, as they want a top-class replacement. First, Rice, Caicedo, and Ilkay Gundogan are on the list. Now, Arsenal is showing me that they are acting as a legit club, you know? A decent club, when they are conducting transfers, they don't find themselves in a situation of fast selling and obviously getting in a replacement after. They have to first go ahead, get the replacement, and then they sell. Look at Brighton. They've gotten in 3 players before they let McAllister quit and Moise Caicedo. You know, there is Ayari, there is Mahmoud, there is James Milner, and they're losing 2 players. That is Moise Caicedo and McAllister. So even Arsenal want to replicate the same. Before they let Xhaka say his goodbyes on his social media platforms, though we saw Puma really saying goodbye on behalf of Granit Xhaka, they have to first get in another midfielder, either Declan Rice, Moise Caicedo, or Ilkay Gundogan. As it stands, Arsenal are sold onto a transfer of of Declan Rice. That's it. So Declan Rice is going to find himself in a position of making a decision. As I brought you a story, the last story I did on this channel, I told you that Arsenal are preparing a shocking, record-breaking club bid of £90 million to West Ham. They don't want to waste time on such deals, and if at all he comes in, that means Xhaka will be leaving the club of Arsenal. That's it, and I think that's a move in the right direction for Arsenal. You can't let Xhaka go and then you find yourself in a position of looking in for a player who is going to come out and obviously replace him, because you are going to be ransomed. That's it. You are going to be ransomed no sooner you accept that stuff to happen. That is a story coming in from the kicker, and I think it's really representing how far Arsenal have gone ahead to move on to a team that has always been a breeding ground or a fishing ground for other teams, and now they're a team that now dedicates the transfer window and it's in their typical hands. Now, lastly, Aaron Ramsdale, an Arsenal player, has been nominated for his double saves, has been double nominated for the Premier League save of the season. There is one he did against Bournemouth. I think it was against Solanke. It was a good one. And there is another one he did against Liverpool, and that was against, I think, Mohamed Salah, right? So I think he's a goalkeeper that really deserves to go on and really be recognized, but he's not competing alone. He's competing with Nick Pope. The save he made versus Brighton on the 13th of August. Pickford, the save he made versus Liverpool on the 3rd of September. It was really marvelous. I really remember it. Azebalaga of Chelsea, the save he made versus Aston Villa on the 16th of October. And Banzunu, the save he made versus Liverpool on the 12th of November. Nick Pope versus Crystal Palace. David De Gea, there is a save that he made versus Leicester City. I remember it like yesterday. He really denied Harvey Barnes from really scoring past him when it was a keeper to beat. And the way he really saved that effort from Harvey Barnes, it's God who knows. It's God who knows. So that is those are the goalkeepers that William Saliba is competing against, and let's wait and see who is really going to win. But I think the save of David De Gea and Azpilicueta and the save of Aaron Ramsdale versus Bournemouth are really high contenders to win these games, according to me. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Through smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David remains my name. Now, your thoughts on Arsenal contemplating on a William Saliba sell, right? Then what do you make about Granit Xhaka? Arsenal, first one to get in his replacement and then let him out. Do you think Arsenal are on the right track? And lastly, William Saliba and other goalkeepers. Who do you think is going to win the best save of the season award? All of the goalkeepers put against him put up some exquisite saves, you know, that your world is. But do you think it's going to be David De Gea, Azpilicueta, Azebalaga, or Aaron Ramsdale? I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I sign out for now. See you later. I'm out.